Project Esther is a project that was started by the Heritage Foundation to end anti-Semitism. What this project is really aiming to do is it's using private sector companies like Palantir to create databases of anybody who objects to any Israel rhetoric. The aim is it is aiming to create a massive database of individuals that it can file into what they're calling the HSN. The HSN is the Hamas Support Network. If you've ever said anything pro-Palestine on the internet, if you have ever been to a pro-Palestine rally, if you've ever said anything that is pro-Palestine anywhere, you are technically a part of the HSN. What they're doing is the Hamas Support Network labels anyone who sympathizes with Palestine in any way, you are labeled a terrorist, and they can actually deport you from the country. They're already starting to do this with people who are here on visas. Project Esther on its website uses language that says anti-Israel, anti-Zionist, pro-Palestinian means anti-American. So if you are pro-Palestinian, it means you're anti-American. This is essentially removing everybody's right to free speech. It has also got billionaires like Bill Ackman involved who have directly started to not only dox individuals who are a part of these pro-Palestine movements, dox them using massive digital trucks, and then talks to his other billionaire buddies to actually now hire these people and put them on blacklists so they can never get jobs in Wall Street or anywhere else again. At the same time, he also used Palantir to create databases of students to give all of them jobs. But he's also helped to invest in companies with Larry Fink to back Vivek Ramaswamy, who is also extremely pro-Israel. They've also began to implement Palantir to create databases and facial recognition programs of every single person who has been involved in any of these, and you're part of a massive database. Palantir also has been working closely with Israel on Project Lavender and Project Gospel. These are two projects that are implementing AI in order to give Israel a leg up in whatever it is they're fucking doing. You've never heard anyone talk about Project Lavender, Project Gospel. On Project Esther's website, it also says they're going to wait until there's an entire Republican government in the Senate, House, and presidency to implement these strategic things, literally replace curriculum at schools to make them all pro-Israel, so that way within one generation, the entire Middle Eastern Studies programs will be entirely pro-Israel. This has already happened at Harvard, UPenn, and Columbia, where all three presidents were fired and were investigated by a subcommittee that was put together by Bill Ackman. The president of UPenn and the president of Harvard have both been replaced by people who are literally heads of Jewish federations, Jewish organizations, etc. Them have given pro-Israel statements regarding them taking over the presidency of these schools. So we're going to have the top schools in the country teaching an untrue pro-Israel rhetoric curriculum, and we're going to have the top lawyers, the top lawmakers, the top people who are hedge fund managers, the people that are on top of all the corporations, the people making the laws, the people heading governments, the people who are in Senate, the politicians are all going to be pro-Israel. It's going to happen within one generation. The leader of this congressional subcommittee, Bill Ackman got Congress involved in this. The leader of the congressional subcommittee won an award by the American Zionist Foundation that was founded in 1897. This is not like the, Jewish People for Freedom. This is a literal Zionist organization that claims to be Zionist. The New York Times did an article that 50% of Project Esther's aims have already been enacted. This is now trickled over to the No Kings movement, where Palantir is also being used to create these massive databases. So if you went to one of those rallies, man, Theo is actually probably going to make me a part of the HSN, even though I'm just sort of relaying information that's accurate to you. This is not about politics. This is not about anything besides free speech and the fact that if you're protesting something, you shouldn't be put on a list no matter what it is. We have the right to assembly, we have the right to free speech. This is bullshit. This is insane. If this was any other country, this would be a national fucking outrage. I actually did an entire hour-long breakdown of this, so if you want to go watch it, the link is in my story and my bio, and it is 100% free, even though it is on my Patreon. Every single thing I'm saying is sourced, by the way. I have sources for all of this. So all of you fucking morons who are commenting, this is really what you've been working on, the blue video, what state of the world is latest. This is what I've actually been doing. I've actually been doing real research to inform literally millions of people of actual things that are actually going on, that are really lingering behind the scenes, that are going to ruin people's fucking lives. So all you fucking retards can shut the fuck up.